Namaskar, I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. In a move that should raise eyebrows, several Congress leaders including Rahul Gandhi, MK Stalin, DK Shivkumar and actor-politician Kamal Hassan have embarked on trips to the United States. While these visits are being portrayed as efforts to engage with the Indian diaspora and attract investments, one can't help but wonder if there's more than meets the eye. Is this a subtle attempt to undermine India's interests on global stage? Rahul Gandhi is busy attending meetings with US congressmen, delivering speeches of dissent at universities, and holding discussions with think tanks. But why does a leader who has repeatedly failed to gain the trust of his own people feel the need to secure approval from foreign powers? His statements in the US raise questions about his commitment to India. Is this an attempt to involve foreign entities in India's internal matters? MK Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has also joined the US bandwagon, signing investment pacts worth over 2,600 crores with American companies. While on the surface these deals appear to benefit Tamil Nadu, the timing of this visit and the choice of the American partners are questionable. Why bilaterals can't be limited to central bodies? For instance, Stalin's meetings and the subsequent signing of MOUs with companies like Jabil and Rockwell Automation in Chicago. However, it is important to note that these companies have had long-standing global operations and investments in countries like China, Malaysia, and Mexico. Why then is Stalin focusing on these specific US investments now? Is this merely about economic development, or is there an underlying political motive to seek validation from the West? Adding to the mystery, Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar is also on a trip to the US, claiming it to be a personal visit. However, given the political climate and the company he keeps, one must ask, is it truly personal, or is there a hidden agenda behind this trip? His denial of meeting with US Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Barack Obama only fuels speculation about the real purpose of his visit. It's no secret that Kamal Hassan, an ally of the Congress, is also in the US. Does the presence of these leaders in the US indicate a coordinated effort to bring external influences into Indian politics? And why are they so keen on interacting with figures like Kamala Harris and Barack Obama? Is this an attempt to seek US interference in Indian affairs, even when it is not required? Rahul Gandhi's alleged desire to live in the US further complicates matters, casting doubt on his dedication to India's progress. As these Congress leaders engage with foreign powers, one must ask, what are they really up to? Is this about securing India's future, or are they paving the way for foreign interference in our internal affairs? The timing, the players involved, and the lack of transparency all point to a deeper, more concerning agenda. The nation deserves answers, and Congress party must clarify its true intentions. Are they working for India or against it? The US has a history of interfering in politics of other nations, often for its own gain, as seen in Bangladesh with figures like Muhammad Yunus, Sheikh Hasina. Now with Congress leaders like Rahul Gandhi, MK Stalin, and DK Shivkumar visiting the US, there's a growing concern that they may be opening the door for similar interference in India. These leaders' interaction with American politicians and think tanks could be giving the US an opportunity to influence India's internal affairs. The Congress party must clarify whether their actions serve India's interests or if they are paving the way for foreign meddling, potentially compromising India's sovereignty.